There's a special kind of magic in a garden, where seeds become food, and the smallest beginnings can lead to the most beautiful transformations. Every time you tuck a seed into the earth, you're starting a story that's as old as time, but always new. It's a place where patience and care turn tiny lifeless specks into lush green life. And even what we might call scraps, those peels, stems, and leftovers, get a second chance to shine. Instead of tossing them away, we can give them a new purpose, letting them become the foundation for next season's harvest. It's not just about what grows above the ground, but about what we give back to the soil beneath our feet. Healthy soil is the secret to a thriving garden, and compost is the best gift we can offer it. Composting is like turning forgotten leftovers into a feast for your plants. It's a natural process that transforms what we don't need into something every living thing in the garden craves. At first, it might seem intimidating, messy, smelly, complicated. You might wonder if you're doing it right or worry about attracting pests. But don't let those doubts stop you, because in reality, composting is simple, rewarding, and a shortcut to a thriving garden. With just a little effort, you'll see your garden come alive in ways you never imagined. Imagine turning kitchen scraps into rich, dark soil in weeks, not months. With the right approach, you can speed up the process and enjoy the results sooner than you think. Homemade compost means you know exactly what's feeding your plants, pure, natural, and packed with nutrients. You're not just growing food, you're building a healthier, more sustainable world right in your backyard. It's a project the whole family can join, from collecting leaves to turning the pile. Kids can learn about nature, responsibility, and the joy of seeing their efforts bloom into something real. Speeding up composting isn't impatience. It's about working smarter and seeing results sooner. By layering the right materials and keeping things balanced, you can help nature do its work faster. Think of it as a recipe. Gather a few simple ingredients, follow easy steps, and create something amazing. It's a process that's both science and art, and anyone can master it. Store-bought fertilizers can't compare to the satisfaction of making your own. When you use homemade compost, you're not just feeding your plants, you're closing the loop, reducing waste, and making your garden truly your own. Ready to turn waste into garden gold? Let's get started. With every peel, every leaf, every bit of effort, you're part of a cycle that brings new life from the old. This is the magic of making something new from something old. A transformation that's good for your garden, your family, and the planet. Most people start with traditional composting, a slow, patient process. You layer greens like veggie scraps and coffee grounds with browns like dry leaves and cardboard. Add water, turn the pile now and then, and wait. The catch? It can take 6 months to a year for finished compost. Life gets busy and sometimes the pile gets neglected or out of balance, slowing things down even more. Too wet and it smells, too dry and nothing happens. It's a balancing act, checking moisture, air, and the right mix of materials. Traditional composting is reliable, but it tests your patience. That's why the idea of faster compost is so exciting. It's not about skipping steps, but about giving nature a little boost. Imagine cutting your wait time in half and having rich compost ready when your garden needs it. Let's see how to make that happen. Here's a secret from old-school farmers: the Molasses Method. Unsulfured blackstrap molasses isn't just for baking, it's a superfood for your compost pile. The sugars in molasses give beneficial microbes a burst of energy, making them multiply and work faster. This heats up your pile, speeding decomposition and killing weed seeds and pathogens. The result? Faster, cleaner, higher quality compost. It's simple. You're not changing the basics, just adding one magical ingredient. For home gardeners, a little molasses goes a long way. It's an easy, organic way to supercharge your compost without chemicals or fancy equipment. Think of it as waking up your pile and letting nature's tiniest helpers do their best work. This farm wisdom brings the process to life in your own backyard. Work smarter, not harder. Let's see how to use this trick. Ready to give your compost a boost? Let's gather everything you'll need to create fast, nutrient-rich compost right in your own backyard. The secret to speedy composting is starting with the right mix of ingredients and a little bit of know-how. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned gardener, having the right materials on hand will make the process smoother and more effective. Start with your greens. These are nitrogen-rich materials like fruit and vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, tea bags, and fresh grass clippings. These items break down quickly and provide essential nutrients for the microbes that power your compost pile. Save your kitchen scraps in a small bin or bowl and add them regularly to your compost. But remember, not everything from your kitchen belongs in the pile. Avoid adding meat, dairy, and oily foods. They can attract unwanted pests and create unpleasant odors. Stick to plant-based scraps for best results. Next, gather your browns. These are carbon-rich materials like dry leaves, shredded newspaper, avoid glossy or colored pages, cardboard, small twigs, and sawdust. Browns help balance moisture and provide structure, allowing air to flow through your pile. Tear or shred larger pieces to help them break down faster. For the best results, aim for a ratio of 2 to 3 parts browns for every part green. This balance keeps your compost from getting too wet or too smelly and helps everything decompose efficiently. If your pile looks soggy, add more browns. If it's dry, add more greens. Now here's a little-known trick for supercharging your compost: unsulfured blackstrap molasses. This natural sweetener is packed with minerals and sugars that feed the beneficial microbes in your pile, helping them multiply and work faster. Simply mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of molasses into a gallon of water. Stir well until it's fully dissolved. This mixture will act as a microbial booster, giving your compost a head start and encouraging rapid breakdown of materials. Pour the molasses mixture evenly over your compost pile. You'll notice the pile heating up as the microbes get to work. This is a sign that your compost is active and breaking down quickly. You'll also need a dedicated spot for your compost. This could be a simple open corner of your yard, a store-bought compost bin, or a tumbler for easy turning. Choose a location that's convenient, and get some shade to prevent the pile from drying out. Keep a sturdy pitchfork or garden fork handy for turning your pile every week or so. Turning introduces oxygen, which speeds up decomposition. You'll also want a hose or watering can nearby to keep your compost moist, but not soggy. Gather all your ingredients, greens, browns, and your molasses mix, and set up your composting area. Organize your materials so you can add them in layers, making the process easier and more efficient. With these simple ingredients and a little attention, you'll be on your way to making rich, dark compost in record time. Your garden will thank you for the nutrient boost. Composting is easy, accessible, and perfect for any backyard or garden space. Now that you have everything ready, let's start building your pile and watch your waste turn into garden gold. Time to build your Speedy compost pile. Think of it as garden lasagna. Start with a thick layer of browns at the bottom for airflow. Add a layer of greens, kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, grass clippings. Sprinkle with your molasses water mix to energize the microbes. Repeat browns, greens, molasses water until your bin is full. Always finish with a layer of browns on top to trap odors. Let the pile sit for a week as the microbes get to work and the temperature rises. After a week, turn the pile with a pitchfork, moving outside material to the center. Check moisture. Keep it like a damp sponge. Turn every 4 to 7 days to keep oxygen flowing and decomposition fast. In as little as 4 to 6 weeks, you'll have dark, crumbly, sweet-smelling compost. It's that simple. Layer, moisten, turn, and watch the magic happen. Your garden will thank you. Even with this fast method, mistakes happen, but they're easy to fix. Too dry? Microbes slow down. Too wet? The pile gets smelly and slimy. Aim for moisture like a wrung-out sponge. Too many greens make it smelly. Too many browns slow it down. Keep a 2-3-1 ratio of browns to greens. If it smells, add more browns. If it's slow, add more greens or water. Don't forget to turn the pile. Oxygen is key for fast, hot composting. Chop up large scraps and leaves for quicker breakdown. Small pieces mean more surface area for microbes to work. A little attention goes a long way. Adjust as you go, and you'll get great results. Composting is forgiving. Just keep tweaking. A few tips make composting even easier. Keep a stash of browns nearby to layer with every batch of kitchen scraps. Add a scoop of finished compost or garden soil as a starter to boost microbes. Some gardeners even add a splash of flat beer for extra microbial action. Use a compost thermometer to track heat. When it drops, it's time to turn. Trust your senses. A healthy pile smells earthy, feels warm, and looks crumbly. If it smells off, add browns. If it's dry, add water. Composting is part science, part art. Experiment and learn what works for you. Every pile is unique, and that's part of the fun. After a few weeks, you'll have dark, crumbly compost, black gold for your garden. It's packed with nutrients and releases them slowly, feeding your plants over time. Spread a layer over your garden beds or mix it into the soil for better structure and moisture retention. Compost loosens clay soil and helps sandy soil hold water. Make compost tea by steeping compost in water. Your plants will love the boost. Healthy soil means stronger, more vibrant plants and fewer pests. Fast composting lets you see these benefits sooner. You close the loop. Kitchen scraps to garden gold to a thriving backyard. It's a satisfying, sustainable cycle. Your garden will flourish, and you'll see the results firsthand. Composting is more than just a gardening trick, it's a heartfelt gift to the earth, a way of giving back to the soil that nourishes us. When we compost, we're not just managing waste, we're participating in a beautiful cycle of renewal that connects us to nature and to each other. Every banana peel, coffee ground, and vegetable scrap you compost keeps valuable organic matter out of landfills, where it would otherwise contribute to harmful greenhouse gases. Instead, these scraps become the building blocks for new life, transforming what we once saw as waste into something truly valuable. Composting is a simple act of stewardship that the whole family can join in. It's a hands-on way to teach children about responsibility, sustainability, and the wonders of the natural world. Kids quickly learn that endings, like dinner scraps, are really just new beginnings for the garden. They see firsthand how yesterday's leftovers can become tomorrow's flowers, fruits, and vegetables. You don't need fancy tools or a big yard to get started. Even a small corner of your backyard, balcony, or community garden is enough. Just start small, get your hands dirty, and watch the magic unfold. Don't worry about perfection. Every compost pile is a learning experience. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it takes patience, but every effort brings you closer to understanding the rhythms of nature. Involve your family, make it fun, and celebrate the small victories together. Composting can become a cherished family ritual, a time to laugh, learn, and grow as a team. Feeding your garden with homemade compost is deeply rewarding. You'll notice your plants growing stronger, your soil becoming richer, and your harvests more abundant. Composting is also a way to slow down, reconnect with nature, and create a healthier, more vibrant home for your family. It's a gentle reminder to appreciate the simple things and the cycles that sustain us. By turning waste into wealth, you're not just growing plants, you're nurturing a better way of living, one that values renewal, respect, and care for the earth. With a little care, a touch of molasses, and some patience, you can turn the old into something new and full of life. Each batch of compost is a testament to the power of transformation. That's the real magic of composting, giving back to the earth, nurturing your family, and growing a greener future, one handful of compost at a time.